Hey there, how are you doing? Cool. Let's move to our lesson. Today's lesson is about types of sentence according to structure. You must remember, our discussion on types of sentence according to function. If you haven't watched that, press I button on top of the screen. Before we continue to the types of sentence according to structure, there are some concepts to review first, such as subject, verb, object, predicate, clauses, independent clauses, and dependent clauses. Subject is defined as a person, animal, place, thing, or concept that does an action. It determines the subject in a sentence by asking the question who or what. Consider following examples for subject. A verb expresses what the person, animal, place, thing, or concept does. Determine the verb in a sentence by asking the question what was the action, or what happened. Consider the following examples for verb. Object is defined as a person, animal, place, thing, or concept that receives the action. Determine the object in a sentence by asking the question the subject did what, or to whom, for whom. Consider the following examples for object. In its most basic form, a predicate is what the subject does. It contains the verb and any object or modifiers that are governed by the verb. Here are few examples. A clause is defined as group of words that contains a subject and a verb. Consider the following examples for a clause. Students always find confusion between a clause and a sentence. Here are some differences between a clause and a sentence. Let's now talk about types of clauses. First type is dependent clause. A dependent clause has a subject and predicate, but do not express a complete thought. Here are some examples. Then we have independent clause. An independent clause consists of a subject and a predicate, and it has a complete thought. Therefore, by putting a full stop at the end, it becomes a sentence. As we have cleared our concepts, let's learn about types of sentences according to structure. Following are types of sentence: simple sentences, compound sentences, complex sentences, compound complex sentences. A simple sentence contains a subject and a verb, and it may also have an object and modifiers. However, it contains only one independent clause. Look at the examples carefully. A compound sentence contains at least two independent clauses. These two independent clauses can be combined with a comma and a coordinating conjunction, or with a semicolon. Here are few examples. I hope you know about coordinating conjunctions. Coordinating conjunction, called coordinators, these are joining words, which are similar in importance and grammatical structure, or independent clauses. You can remember by acronym FANBOYS, which stands for and nor but or yet, so. A complex sentence consists of independent clause and at least one dependent clause, joined by subordinating conjunction. Consider these examples for complex sentences. Please note the importance of comma in a complex sentence. A compound complex sentence contains at least two independent clauses, and at least one or more dependent clauses. Here are few examples. I hope you learned about types of sentence according to structure. Keep practice, make some sentences from each type. Good luck and see you soon.